Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. We're going to take a quick look at Livepeer, which is LPT. And before we do, we typically look at Bitcoin, but I can summarize really quick here. We are right above the resistance level, about 67,000, and it's pretty much just hanging out there for a moment. It could very well leg up soon, but it wouldn't be a bad thing for it to consolidate for a little bit longer before it bounces to the upside. Okay, but we have a strong support level at 67,000. Also, too, forgot to mention, I'm sorry, if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, I've been trading for a very long time, so just rest assured that I actually have some confidence in this area, and I can tell you that I have a trading community as well that helps me facilitate a positive learning environment for newer traders and or even tenured traders too, because I send out signals for every single trade that I take. We're all having a great time. Really cool experience. Check that out in your own time. Now, when it comes to LPT, let's go ahead and just jump right in. It's obviously booming here today, right? So yesterday was a pretty big day. Jumped up and down about 60%. And between the 2 days, we're up about 150% almost, from bottom to top in about 2 trading days alone. And bear in mind, we still have about 10 hours left of trading in this time frame. So good stuff here for LPT, definitely taking off. And we can see we got a tremendous amount of volume here. We had a volume spike before that kind of died off. So we're going to take a look and see kind of what might happen next. So let's look at some moving averages here. Pretty straightforward. They're trailing behind. That's very standard. RSI is very overextended, and obviously the MACD is bullish. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour chart. Same exact scenario. Okay, so not much to really extract there. What we can look at, of course, is the 1-hour chart. Tell us a little bit better, what's kind of going on here, because smaller time frames do help when prices are moving fast, right? We need to kind of know what that looks like. So taking a look here, we're well above the cloud. We had a buy signal back here on November 7th. So roughly 2 days ago, the price broke above the cloud. That could have been a good entry point. Taking a look at TD sequential, we are a bit into overtime here. In other words, we're well past a 9. The price effectively is continuing to progress upwards, but it's a slow progression. So we might get a reset here soon in which we basically stop counting and it'll reset down to 1. And that would be very positive because it's obviously a little bit on the overextended side here, but it's really nice too because even though it's overextended, it's already retraced and kind of came down below that standard deviation line. So very good stuff here for LPT. And as you can see previously, we counted up to a 9 and then pushed all the way further here for an extra good 20%. And then the same thing happened here today, pushed up to an 8, retraced and consolidated. So this is actually a healthy run. I like to see this because when you see prices just shoot straight up, they come straight down, right? Usually they come down about 60-70% of its original starting point. In this case, we may not see a retracement based on the fact that it's come up, yes, overextended, but it consolidated up, over, now it's consolidating. So we can get 5 to 10 hours more of consolidation here for LPT. We'll be in good shape to be able to continue to increase even further. All right, so just keep that in mind. We're not super overextended, but for right now we definitely are. And bottom line here too, and here's another thing to note as well. This is another reason why we need some sideways action. Because if you look at the 4-hour chart, we are in extreme overtime here. So in other words, as soon as it gets to these bright neon colors, it basically tells us that we shouldn't be going any further. It should literally stop at that point. But for some strange reason, the price just keeps on shooting up, right? There could be some fundamentals, of course, we're not aware of. If you know what that is, comment below, of course, and let us know. But here with LPT, on the 4-hour chart, we can see it's extremely overextended. So this wouldn't necessarily be a good buy signal. We want to kind of see what happens with the price first before taking entry. So what we'll do is we'll draw some Fibonacci retracement lines on the shorter time frame and kind of identify what that'll look like. But furthermore, also note that if we don't get some sideways action, we could see the price come down even further. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then what we'll also do is take a quick look at the volume profile. It'll probably be mostly accumulated down below here, but if we got some stronger volume up top, look at that. We got a tremendous amount of volume right here where the price is consolidating. So that's really awesome. So in all these 4-hour time frames, the most amount of volume has taken place right here in the last 8 hours, right about $74. So bear in mind that could work as a strong support or a strong resistance level, right? Depending on where the price will reside. Now, it'll likely be a strong resistance at this point based on the fact that the price has increased pretty significantly and the simple fact that there's a resistance line right there at about $75 on the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so that's some pretty good stuff. Furthermore, let's go ahead and take a look at 59. Let's make sure to add that. What I'm doing, I'm not drawing every single line, but I'm going to draw the ones that are most common, at least for retracing purposes, right? Because more often than not, when the price comes up and decreases here, it'll come down about the halfway point. Now this right here, this is 0.5, that's effectively the halfway point. So there's a strong chance the price may eventually consolidate right here in this channel. Okay. So I do feel that we might see the most amount of consolidation in this channel, considering we have a strong amount of volume resistance right at this point. Now again, that volume resistance isn't specifically, it's not like a support and resistance level, right? It's kind of more like a zone. So since we have the most amount of volume accumulating in this zone, that basically just kind of adds to that resistance based on the fact that price is presently underneath the next highest Fibonacci retracement line. Okay. So I would say $75 is a pretty strong resistance, whereas we have a strong likelihood of the price kind of coming down into the 59 to 65 range. So we'll put this as the support channel, and this will be the resistance channel, and the price will likely kind of reside in between one of these two zones, just above or below these support and resistance zones. Okay. Now, big picture, let's just say we get some consolidation, right? The price consolidates sideways, for example. Say it consolidates sideways, and we get like a ascending wedge pattern, right? And it breaks out to the upside. If that were to happen, then we could very well see somewhere in the range of about $158 over the next, and let's see how long this would be. So this breakout literally took place 2 days ago, right? So again, hypothetically, this is a strong hypothetical. I don't think this is likely. We could see this in the next 2 days, $158. Now, I'm not trying to get you excited about that because I think the probability that's pretty low, considering how high this came up and how it's consolidating currently. It's giving us examples of good consolidation and good increase, right? Good. If we look at this here, let me actually explain what I mean by that. Because we have these short periods of consolidation, right? So yes, it's a bit on the exaggerated side, but the price keeps coming up and over, right? Can you see that there? So up, over, up, over. So don't worry about the candle, the wick up there. Just worry about the price, kind of where it's going. So it's kind of giving us a staircase pattern. Okay. So if we can get a little bit of a consolidation here, I would say 12 to 24, maybe even 48 hours worth of consolidation, then we can absolutely see another leg up. Yes, that would probably put us more so at a range of 3 or 4 days, possibly even a week to get to 158, but that is still very likely. Okay. All right. So again, that's kind of the case, but if the price is going to come up here and stay up here, if you want the price to continue to pass 158, for example, we're going to need to see the price go sideways for some time. Okay. That's just the bottom line. That's how it works. There's a polarity when it comes to trading. It can only go so high or so low for so long. And right now we've identified on the 4-hour chart that we are absolutely on the overextended side here, and we haven't even gotten a reset yet. Okay, so we just barely got a reset on the 1-hour chart. So therefore, I feel like we're going to see LPT take off after, I would say, hopefully, and I would like this to be more comfortable, I would say 5 to 7 days of consolidation would be the best. I know it seems crazy, but that would be ultimately what we were looking for. So I guess it's safe to say here, by month end, we should and could see $158. That's a very strong likelihood, depending on how this recovers. So I'll take a closer look at this in the near future. Of course, I like to kind of reevaluate these coins daily for a short while after they do increase like this, just to ensure we know exactly what's going on. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe. Maybe go ahead and set up your bell notifications just to ensure you can stay in the know. But LPT is a very, very good coin in this case, based on its progression so far. It's got really good, healthy, bullish, momentous indicators. So I see nothing that's bearish here, except for the fact that it's going to have to go through a somewhat of a consolidation phase, and we'll see that somewhere between 59 and 65, or 65 and 75. This is a little channel it's going to be stuck within for a short while. Looking forward to the next breakout. We'll take a look at this here again soon. If you're not currently a patron, consider joining. Awesome trading community, as well as the fact that I send out signals for every single trade that I take, so you can just kind of get a feel for what I do on a daily basis, right? I've again been trading for 15 years now, and it's been an awesome experience. I truly love everything about this. So thanks again for your time. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.